More of our U.S. service members will die by suicide because of Pete Hegseth's decision. My name is Nicholas Young. I'm a licensed therapist, a former Army chaplain. I'm also a licensed gun collector, and unfortunately, I lost a soldier to suicide. So this is not politics for me. This is clinical, this is personal, and this is concerning. Let's start with what we know. In recent years, we have lost more service members to suicide than to combat. We lose 500 active duty military personnel to suicide per year and 6,000 veterans. Now, if we really want to support our troops, we can't ignore how these tragedies happen. The majority of military and veteran suicides involve firearms. That's the part we can't ignore when we're thinking about this gun free for all policy on basis. When a firearm is used in a suicide attempt, which are very common in vulnerable populations like our service personnel and our vets, the fatality rate is 85 to 90%. 85 to 90% more likely to complete a suicide attempt. So when you increase access to firearms on bases, you are likely increasing the possibility that temporary moments of pain turn into permanent outcomes for our service members. And I understand the desire to carry. I love guns, but we cannot ignore the facts. It's unethical to increase risk factors without increasing protective factors, especially when we're talking about those who are standing up for our nation. And although I did not like the previous policies, the no-gun rules were clinically a protective factor. Again, this is not political. This is what decades of research tells us. So if this is the direction, where is our investment? Where is the expansion of mental health services? Where is the mandatory lethal means safety training before you can get permission to carry your gun? Where is the increased leadership training to recognize warning signs? Where are the increased family and financial supports? Where is the increased access to spiritual care for personnel? Because you cannot increase access without increasing protection. If you do, we already know what happens next. Some of our service members and some of our veterans will die. And we will not be able to say we did not see it coming.